Yeah, so Speak Life.
Yeah, so Speak Life kwanza
ilianza, hiyo idea ilianza when?
Speak Life ilianza 6 years 2016 actually.
Speak Life ni nini?
Okay. Speak Life was an idea that I had, but it did not capitalize 2016 and 2017. It was just an idea because nilikuwa napiga mashow, nina organize events. Sasa hizi events watu wanakuja, ilikuwa tu ya artists sana. So wanakuja, wana dance, wanaishia. So nikaanza kufikiria situ wakuja wa dance alafu tuweke kama motivational talk kidogo hivyo pole hivyo ikiendelea. So nikaanza hivyo, nikaanza kufanya hivyo. But sasa ilikuwa inaitwa Speak Life Kenya. So hiyo word Speak Life ilikuja after very bad heartbreak.
Hakuna kitu nzuri hukuja nini? Yaani hakuna kitu mbaya hukuja na heartbreak. Heartbreak huwa ina build vitu mangoma poa.
In fact, if you ask me how old I am, I'll tell you that I'm 6 years old.
Okay.
Yes. Because that is when I discovered purpose. Does it mean that my ex was a bad person? No, she was not. This is what happened. When we could not agree, I really felt like she really broke my heart. And it was so tough for me. I was about to commit suicide. Yes. And nilijipata nimekaa kwa nyumba 72 hours, silali, sikuli, siogi.
Unaweza penda mtu hiyo?
Buda. Wacha tu.
Nilipigwa moja nikiwa form 4.
Character development.
Nilipigwa moja safi, but sikuwaifikia hapo. Ni nini unless ulikuwa na other things ulikuwa na deal nazo?
I think I loved this lady. I loved her so much. Na God ndiye alisababisha isi work. Kwa sababu ukiniuliza sikuwa na purpose by then. Nilikuwa na exist but I wasn't purpose oriented person. So when cause ukiniuliza before what do you want, mimi nilikuwa nataka nikuwe na bibi mrembo na watoto goals, niwasumbue kwa Instagram, you know. That was my idea. That was my mind of marriage.
Idea of marriage,
you know. Piga vitenge hapa na pale, vitu kama hizo. But later sasa ndo nikakuja kudiscover that God wanted to redirect my paths. Because huyo dem angekuja tungeishi very frustrated life because sina purpose. Unaona? Na kuna one person during your season, my friend is a friend from another mother. He's an American brother. We are twins because we are born in the same year. Na same age, we are in the same line. He really visit in Kenya, I think in 2019. And this guy sent me something. Ilika clip tu kadogo ya Miles Monroe. Miles Monroe was saying this, that a man do not need a woman. The first thing that a man needs is work. Na akasema work is also purpose, means purpose. And there's a difference between work and job. Job is something you are trained to do. Work is something that you are born to do. Now, the first thing that you need as a man is purpose, work. When you realize your work, then the woman, because how venye tulisema awali, they are born to be fruitful. Na sisi we are seedful. So a man is supposed to give a woman an opportunity to become fruitful. So you must give first. The thing that you give is purpose. So you create a platform for her. Akikuja, she multiplies something. But if you don't give her anything, she will come and multiply frustration and give it back to you. Naelewa? Masi kitu ikani hit very different. Masi ushayamuka saa 6 usiku kondebe masi unakaa hivi sasa unafikiria straight, you are thinking straight now. I took my book and I wrote hiyo Kenya alisema. I put it down. Next day nilienda nikaba book ya Miles Monroe, man. Miles Monroe was a life changer. He was the turning point. In fact, most of my books hapa nyingi ni za Miles. Now he was preaching to me when he died, when he was dead. Yani miyangu ni impact kama kwa live.
So whatever you do ukiwa live
you know, majority nilipata hiyo sense of direction from him. So what nikaanza ku work on myself because nilikuwa discouraged in a church na nikakuwa discouraged na job because I wasn't happy where I was working. So nikaanza kufanya kitu inaitwa personal development. Hapo sasa nikaanza kujigundua, nikaanza learn about the why question, you know, issues to do with purpose. Who I am, who am I, where am I from, where am I going, what am I doing right now, unaona? So I started investing in myself. Nikaanza read books, nikaanza follow my clips hapa na pale ku make sure kwamba na build capacity. So pole nika enroll, nikafanya mambo na theology. Kwanza nilifanya counseling because of heartbreak. Sikufanya counseling because napenda character development. Nikafanya counseling and psychology. Ndio picha yetu tukigraduate our class. I think utazoom baadaye utawaambia. Nikafanya courses hapa na pale za build capacity and all that. And then after hapo when nimebuild capacity nikaanza kupata opportunities za kwenda kuspeak. So nilikuwa na speak ya tu young people. Nika speak kwa my young people, nikaanza kwenda kwa mashule and all that. Nikaanza kujigundua what I need to do. Nikajua that I was not born to come hustle and die. There is something that God wanted me to do. And pole nikaanza kupata hiyo sense of direction. Na ikafika mpaka mahali nikajijua who I am. Na nikagundua kwamba I don't need to be employed for me to get what God intended for me to get. Sasa hata ukinichukua ni employee, kwa ukinilipa hata mita. Yes, I will do it for the money, but it will not be satisfying as what I am doing right now, because I get and I find a lot of fulfillment in the works that I do right now. It is so pleasing to the heart. Yes.
Yeah, so Speak Life iliingilia hapo. So Speak Life as a...
So ndo nikaanza kujenga Speak Life. Sasa nikagundua that was my purpose.
So the inspiration kwa jina...
Jina, I think ilikuwa tu ni preaching, nimeenda church, alafu pastor anasema, you know, your lips have got power, you're supposed to speak life, don't speak death. Nikasema, mazee kani hit bana, speak life. I should speak life. Manze, sasa hapo ndo nikaanza hiyo jina ili ni capture, nika own. And it started as a youth group. Our first registration tulikuwa tunaitwa Speak Life Kenya.
Na hiyo ndo nakumbuka.
Sasa tuka-evolve tukakuja Africa.
Speak Life Africa.
So hapo kwa Speak Life Kenya tukakuwa youth group, tulikuwa tu timu ya maboys hapa na pale nini. Tuka-evolve tukakuwa CBO, tuka-transition sasa tukikuwa Speak Life Africa, we registered as an NGO. So hapo sasa the word Speak Life Africa now when I'm defining it, because I've been getting more clarity as we are continuing, I realize that there is a gap, and that's why previously nilikuambia that I feel that there is a gap that I was meant to fill in our generation, because there is a disconnect between us and the fathers, between our parents and our, you know, this Gen Z that is emerging. They are highly intelligent, but they need someone that will keep up with them, someone that understands them.
Juu vitu wanafanya ni influences. So ukiwa influence positively, hivyo ndio life ya ita turn out.
Exactly. So nikaamua that Speak Life haitakuwa tu ni words, normal words that of course kuna hizo affirmations which are very important. I am blessed, I am happy, I am, you know, handsome, I'm beautiful. They are good. But nika realize that which life should you speak? Because these lives, these words they don't have, yes, they have power, but they don't have power kama word ya God. So nikasema the word now, the life that I'll be speaking is the word of God. So our organization is founded on the foundation of God and Christ. Christianity. So our organization is a faith-based organization now. So we said that the life that we are going to speak to the life of young people, to the lives of the community, is going to be the life of God. Maybe haitakuwa hivyo directly, because we also want to advance. We do not want to preach the word of God with ignorance, because we believe and understand that the generation is also advancing and changing. So we have to keep up with them. In fact, they're supposed to keep up with us because we are ahead of them. You know? So nikasema like, okay, nilikuwa napata, initially nilikuwa napiga gigs za ma high school, za ma youth, you know, but nika realize that God has given me capacity, and I also built capacity. I went to school also, apart from the gift, pia nilienda chuo nikasomea mambo yes. So I did a course on leadership and governance. So when I did a course on leadership and governance, my heart really realized one thing. That is when we were transitioning to Speak Life Africa, that the problem of Africa is the same.
Issues are the same.
We are the same corruption, people. Kukatalia power,
the cultures
ni almost the same. Uchawi ndo zinatua, ukiangalia Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, uchawi, unaelewa? Ni inatuzunguka.
Zetu ni same
So nikagundua the problem of Africa, because initially tulikuwa tunafanya lots of charity. Sisi tukaanza kushuka kwa mambo ya charity. Not that we don't give. We have departments and times that we give material things. But we realized that the mindset of Africa is the one that had a problem. And that is where we want to change. Na pia I was highly inspired na wale Pan-Africanists. Mini Pan-Africanist moja
Hala mimi nakuanga nini Africanization.
Man, me, that's what I believe in, because I know that the solution of the world is found in Africa. Do you know that all the great things, even in the scripture, ilianzia in Africa?
Vitu mingi zimefanyika Afrika.
When God wanted to save the children of Israel,
aliwasukuma Egypt.
Kwanza aliwasukuma Egypt kwa sababu ya famine. Kukakuwa na some rogue leaders wenye ni Farao, wakawatesa kidogo, wakahepa. But when Jesus was born, akakuja kukuwa hidden in Africa. So that means that through that it saved the world. Kama Jesus angekuja in Africa, pengine ule king mwenye huyo emperor mwenye alikuwa angemada. Unaona? So God has always used Africa to preserve generations. Ikakuja hata hizo mambo mengine, these richest countries in the world, ukiangalia where they are getting their natural resources,
Africa tu.
Unaona?
The museums zimejaa artifacts za Africa.
Unaenda majuu nafikiria uko Kitale Museum. Yani they are just stealing our things and then they come and refine them and bring them back to us. It is a crazy ordeal, but I believe that this generation that is coming ahead, it is going to turn around the tables, because the population of Africa right now, 65% are young people. That's why unasikia the future is in Africa. Unaenda majuu, unaenda Japan, unapata huwezi kutana na mtu young. Majority of the people are old. So say
Africa ndio iko na the youngest generation.
And unaona hata hizi vitu zina happen even in the leadership front. Unapata kuna coup imefanyika Burkina Faso, kuna nyingine imefanyika
Mali,
Niger. They are young people. Mazee wanasema wase hatuna ngori na nyinyi, but we have to change our trajectory. You cannot kill our giants.
Even in Kenya, by there are very many young people. Ni ile tuseme enough in Kenya hatuna hiyo gun culture, hatuna.
Listen, usiseme ati hakuna. Iko
like inaweza,
but it's not
Kenyans
vibrant right now.
I mean Kenyans wanapenda peace na wanapenda kupeana hiyo chance.
No, hatupendi peace. Let me tell you the truth. They do not love peace. They are just in a situation that they are still tolerating.
Ndio maana nakwambia wanapeana chance.
They're giving chance, but they don't love peace, because you cannot have peace when you are not happy.
Sure.
Do you know, peace is not an absence of war.
Sure.
Ni same na security. Unajua security kwangi ni lights. Ni what is in the mind. Unaambiwanga hapa bana wanapiganga watu ngeta. Hata kama iko na lights 100, utapita tu hapo kama umeogopa.
Hiyo ni insecure.
Una feel? So that is what is happening now. To realize that we have to build something that is going to transform and change the perspective of Africa. And I thank God that I've gotten an opportunity to travel to several African countries. And one of my favorites in Rwanda. I've been there more than 3 times now, and I'm going back in November again. It is one of the countries yenye nimeona people are practicing watu wako na viga. Unaenda unauliza msewa boda, unamwambia what do you think of Rwanda? Anasema me I love this country. Yani people love their country from the ground. Now the country pia is also giving them an opportunity to do what? To thrive.
Unaona? I think hiyo ni kama Mungu huwa analoingi generation fulani iishe. You remember the genocide?
Yes.
Then whatever is happening.
In fact, the new breed is amazing. You go to Rwanda, you don't want to come back.
The white man anaweza try kusema the president ako mbaya nini, but anafanya vitu kubwa.
If that is what it means for one person to be in leadership for long, then let them be forever.
I mean, Africans wanaweza tolerate such kama kitu iko
poa. So ndo realize, man, we really need to do something on this. So with that vigor ya Pan-Africanism that has been in me since, you know, I've learned from wakina Nelson Mandela, from wakina, you know, wakina our sapa hivi, wakina the likes of wakina Tomboya. Do you know Tomboya died when he was in his 30s?
Very young.
But we still talk about him today. He's relevant. 50, 60 years later, you know.
And I was very young.
And there is something that really made me to start thinking in this matter. And I say that we are not going to keep quiet. We are going for the political seats. And that's why in our school of leadership, and I'll talk about it later, we are training people to be professional. Usikuwe mtu unahurumiwa. Ati sasa ati mimi pasi, ati mnisikia tu kwa sababu ni mambo ya Mungu. No. I must have value. I must have something that is tangible that you can relate to, you know. So there was a certain member of parliament. I think he's a governor right now. I don't want to mention his name.
You can mention.
Professor Nyang'nyongo was launching his book. There was a book that he wrote about the 2010 constitution and all that. So this book, he was launching it in a certain auditorium. And then kulikuwa na all these dignitaries across the political divide walikuja kwa hiyo launch ya hiyo kitabu. And then mwisho venye watu wametoa speech, they are talking, and now there is a young guy that stood up and said that you guys, you are very unfair. You've been in those seats for the longest time and you do not want to leave. You are doing a bad thing. You need to also give the young people an opportunity. And there is an answer that really revolutionized my thinking. Kuna huyu jamaa anaitwa nani, huyo pia gavana wa Siaya anaitwa nani? Orengo, Orengo said that in 1980s when we were in campus, there was a rogue regime that was now, you know, oppressing the people. But we did not keep quiet. We did not ask them to give us an opportunity. By that time, we started fighting the government. You know? Until when it got to 1991, the government decided to repeal Section 2A that brought back the multipartyism.
The multipartyism,
So in campus, we were fighting for this. So leadership is never given. You fight for it. You fight for power. That's why we talk about shift the power. Shift the power, man. Shift it. Shifting si ati kubembeleza. You shift.
Unaichukua by force.
So you can realize that leadership cannot be given. You grow into leadership. You cannot be made a leader. You grow into it. And how do you grow into it? You must also desire.
Be informed.
To be kwanza inaanza na desire, alafu information inakam. Pole pole, now you understand. When you understanding now, then you are getting now to capacities and levels. Then sasa unagundua, now this is what I need to do. And so we decided now we want to bring a new breed. We want to empower a new breed of people because so many organizations in the past ilikuwa tu wanatafuta food, wanapeleka kwa orphanage,
wanapiga mapicha.
Wanapiga mapicha, imeishia hapo tena mpaka kisanga ingine ifanyike, nyumba imechomeka, wanaletewa blanketi, mnapewa chakula siku mbili. Nikasema that is not the idea that I want to push. That is not an organization that I want to push. And one of my mentor organizations ni Red Cross. Red Cross, they are a multi-billion organization that is receiving a lot of fundings all over the world. Now, these people sat down and said that we cannot keep relying on donors. And then they came up with Boma Hotels.
Wako na investments kadhaa
kibao mpaka Switch TV ilikuwa yao. The Boma. So I'm like, also we can build something.
Kuna question like most people organizations and churches zinajificha
nyuma
ya being a church ama an organization kufanya money laundering na pia kupata funds enrich wenyewe, unacheki. So is Speak Life iko kama hiyo ama Speak Life ni
no.
You for fact kuna organizations they get funding, na 90% of the funds zinaenda kwa salaries.
Yes. Inaitwa organizing. They do a lot of organizing without
impact. Hakuna impact kwa ground.
Yes.
Plus churches unapata msee ameiba do somewhere, anaenda anaiosha na church. Unacheki? Like so kuna hizo. So
let me answer that this way. When I started Speak Life, I had 0 shillings in my pocket. Zero funding. In fact, tulikuanga tunaenda, I had a team of friends. Most of them are still part of it today. Tulikuwa tunaenda hapo town, kulikuwa hotel fulani inaitwa Tropical Hotel. Tulikuwa tunaenda hapo, hatuna do, tunaenda tu tunafanya meeting hapo, tunaitisha sambusa moja sisi wote, alafu mpaka watu hoteli wakaona ni kama tunawaharamia. Kuna wale wenye they gave up na wakafanya nini? Wakaishia because walikuwa naona bazi this thing is not beneficial. And so me I was determined. I kept on keeping on. Of course hizi sema sijaipata funding but si consistent ati sasa ati wewe ndio hii funding kila siku unapatanga funding, but God has always opened doors. Because ananipea pia creativity, ananipea ideas za kumake dough. So right now I earn through many ways. Unaelewa? And I also give to many people. Ukiangalia my M-Pesa per day, ukiangalia transactions that have happened, watu tu sijui rent, sijui macho imetoka huku imeenda vitu tu zingine mpaka zingine hazi make sense, you know. And we are not complaining. We thank God for that grace. But this is what God told me. That he's not going to give me rich people, but rich people are going to come from me. So that is my idea of church and Speak Life. So Speak Life, iko hivi. We have
to some Speak Life.
Yes.
Now whatever you do, so in conclusion.
Yes. In conclusion, Speak Life Africa is divided into 3. Okay, we have subsidiaries. Speak Life is the umbrella, but we have projects and programs that we do. So kama mimi, I am championing Purpose University, and this is a place where we urge young people and professional people when you wako kwa corporate world that they should come, develop, discover, develop and deploy the giftings and the talents that God gave unto them. Kwa hii tuna champion vitu 3: faith, family na finance, because we realize that most of these problems tunaona hata kwa conversations zetu tumetouch on faith, tumetouch on family na tumetouch on finances. Those things makes the world to go round. So that is one of the key things that we intend to train on our programs. So we do master classes, and we also have inspirational moments when you tunaleta speakers that are gifted both in the corporate world, in the religious, na all sectors, hata politicians. They come and inspire the younger and emerging generation.
Perfect.
Alafu tuko na another subsidiary, we call it Slishe. Slishe is for ladies. Ukiona hapa hizi ni mapads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we take them. Hiyo sasa inakuwa champion na mama.
Oh.
Yeah, they take it to schools. They make sure that wanatoa hiyo kitu yenye inaitwa, you know, so many ladies wana undergo through stigma. Ni kama kunyesha ni dhambi. Kunyesha si dhambi na si ugonjwa, ni maumbile ya Mungu.
Yeah.
So we have to embrace them and help them to become better people.
Yeah.
We also have another program ya mama. She does mambo na movies inaitwa Awana 64. So hapo they are championing on talent, mambo na film and all that. They have done almost 10 movies.
Oh.
Yes. So they are building
watu wanaweza pata wapi?
Ziko YouTube.
Oh.
60 Awana 64. Channel iko kwa YouTube.
Oh. Na Speak Life mnaweza patikana?
Yes, Speak Life tuko kwa all platforms, tuko LinkedIn, tuko Instagram, tuko Facebook, tuko YouTube. X pia tuko, but ndio nimekuwa passive sasa, nimeanza kuchangamka hapo. So pale kwenye X pia Threads unaweza tupata.
Na pia by the way tuko kwa studio yako. Tuko kwa setup yako, kuna setup ya podcasting, so you guys go check out Speak
Life on Africa YouTube, on YouTube.
Sawa.
Yeah, amazing programs will be coming soon.
Yep. So tukimalizia tunaona gava saizi unasikia walienda majuu. Na issue yangu huanga ni politics na of course to have religion na Christianity. Hiyo ni conversation nyingine yenye ni kubwa, hatuwezi maliza. Tumekuwa hapa kama 3 hours by the tukiongea. Tumepiga 3 hours already. Wow. So ni conversation ya religion ni kitu complex sana. So Kenya mimi nauliza ni where do we draw the line between politics na religion? Alafu we summit because tunamalizia. Alafu kuna pastor wanapatikana wanafanya, kuna pastor alipatikana Migori alikuwa gangster during the night. Uliona hiyo story?
Nilisikia though.
Na akakuwa gunned down. Yeah. Alafu embezzlement ya funds, unajua. Alafu unapata gavazi natumia religion Church kupata hiyo traction na kupata seats. Na pia uliona juzi first lady alisema Benihin anakuja na sisi ndio tutalipia. Uwe atheist, uwe Mkristo, uwe Muislamu utalipia. So unaonaje like gava inafanya poa kuweka religion na politics ama what's your take on?
This is my take. I think we are summing it up at the right place. Because now I am Sir Michael, the Uptown Rev. Usisahau the Uptown Rev. Najua kuna marevs wengi lakini kuna the Uptown Rev. So the Uptown Rev, Sir Michael, I am leading a church iko in town hapo opposite former Chomba, inaitwa Marimuk House, 2nd floor. That's where we are. We are a church, a vibrant church with so many people, and we thank God because of that. And there our doctrine, we believe that we carry the right doctrine for our generation. Now back to the question. I have really had this issue. Now it's really a pressing issue right now, and so many people are talking about the where to draw the line between the church and state. This is a very controversial place that we have failed, and as a church, and I'm standing to say that we failed. But failing imekuwa unintentional to some extent, because immediately this government took over, there was a meeting that was held between the leadership of the wale wenye wako kwa top tier ya leadership ya church. You know them, I don't want to mention their names. They sat down and they said there are problems, because the government asked them what are their problems. Now they said that problem ya kwanza that we did not respect fathers. Number 2 is that church imetengwa. Unaona? So I don't blame any politician because politicians are creative people. They want to go where there are people.
Yeah.
So to politicians, it is a working strategy. But to the church, we are derailing and
But
we are
do you
leading the
think
church in a wrong direction.
Do you think government inatumia church kumanipulate watu ama
Any creative guy would use, ukipata opportunity huwezi relent. Of course they did that.
Yeah.
And that's why nilisikia vibaya sana. Even when we were having those crazy issues hata wakati wa nini netwaje wakati wa Supreme Court unapata a big religious leader anasema ati hao wengine ni Sanballat, hao ndio wamechaguliwa na Mungu. But if you look at the election, it was highly contested. All the contestants walikuwa na 6 million votes. The difference was only 200,000.
yeah.
So do you want to call 6 million people Sanballats and crazy people? No, that is wrong. So we need to sober up. So the top tier leadership, I'm not pointing a finger at you guys, but you are leading us astray. You are leading us in a bad way. We really need to stand up for our country. When a government is given an opportunity to organize a religious function, that means that you are going to sing their tune. It is supposed to be the other way around. It is supposed to be the church should organize for a forum and invite the government. Not the government inviting a forum and inviting the church. A religious function, really. No, that is wrong. That means that we are corrupt. That means that we are going astray because we are going to sing the language or the theme or the song of the person that has given money. Money is a bad thing and it's a good thing. I'm praying that God will give us grace as ministers that are emerging, that we are going to get resources, that will not be intimidated by cheap money, that we are given a bahasha of 100,000 and you come and give us selfies of you in State House and you are bringing nothing to the table. I want to sit down with the president. Na imfikie. I want to sit down with him and tell him, give him a blueprint on how we are going to build a program that is going to benefit the young and emerging leaders of our country. I want these religious people to go to State House. Wasiende tu kwa wanapewa bahasha wanatoka kama mdomo zimefura. Watoke huko wakienda State House, go with a solution. Be solution oriented people. You know, because me, I believe in God and I believe God is real. And I know if he gives us revelations on things that are happening, if he gives me a revelation that someone can be healed, then he can give me a revelation that will give me an opportunity to understand how to solve the fuel crisis.
Yeah, true story. So
because in the past hata ukiangalia the Old Testament unapata kings walikuwa naenda kwa the prophets because the prophets walikuwa na solution for their problems. Unaangalia hata Farao hapa, he is an unbeliever, is just somebody else. But solution yake ilitoka kwa Joseph, a believer. God gave that person a solution for the problem of the entire country.
But anyway, politics na religion zimekuwa since time ya kina pilots.
But there was a difference. That's why nakupea example. Ukiangalia hiyo time ya prophets na kings, the prophets walikuwa so strict. When they said something, the king would obey. Hawakuwa naenda kuomba. In fact, the king was the person that was looking for the prophet. Si prophet anajibembeleza hapo mbele ya king. And one of the countries in Africa wenye wamemanage kufikia mahali ni Nigeria. Nigeria, their religious leaders wamejiweka in a higher position that they don't look for state. Any government that comes in power, be it Christian or Muslim, they'll always have to look for them. So they are not easily manipulated. Lakini mkiwa na njaa, ndio mtukufu, don't support those things.
So it's been a good talk. Imekuwa productive.
Thank you, sir.
I hope it impact somebody out there. So tunamalizia episode 5 na Michael, Pastor Michael au Mikey.
Rudia, the Uptown Rev. Yes.
Ndio sasa. Mimi umaliza nikipeana ndizi. You know, I come from area ndizi.
We have literally gone bananas.
Yeah, so Gone Bananas podcast episode 5 tunamaliza tukisema
Gone Bananas.
Ndio sasa.